Welcome to the continuing story of Quasar. This 3-issue story in the Defenders shouldn't exist in so many ways, but yet, it does. The entire thing reads closer to a Benny Hill sketch than a Marvel comic. Continuity-wise, this story is a nightmare. This video is going to focus only on Wendell Vaughn and not all of the characters and plot lines involved in the story. All the trouble starts in the Defenders issue 62, when Dollar Bill puts a documentary on television about an anti-group, the Defenders, and their various exploits. He ends the program by inviting anyone who wants to become a member to stop in at the Richmond Writing Academy. The next morning, Nighthawk wakes up to people pounding on his door and mercilessly ringing his doorbell. He opens the door and finds a myriad of superheroes ready, all wanting to be Defenders. Wendell Vaughn is one of the first to arrive and has changed his alias from Marvel Boy to Marvel Man. The Falcon, who is currently leading the Super Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is present, but oddly there is no interaction between Wendell and his boss. In perhaps one of the most un-Nova and un-Marvel Man moments ever, Nova decides he wants to go and play cowboy on the Riding Academy's horses and convinces Marvel Man, the White Tiger, and another hero to join him. What the hell is going on here? Are they suddenly 7 years old? Did somebody hit them with a reverse aging or feeble mind ray gun? Wendell Vaughn is both a veteran and a college graduate. David Kraft wrote this story, and I know he didn't know the weight that these two characters would eventually hold within the Marvel Universe, but seeing them both being passed off as dithering children in what could have been an epic moment just makes my blood boil. But like Wendell, and the energy of his quantum bands, I've had to learn to ride the wave and let it go. This unlikely scenario leads to a humorous scene of the superheroes trying to ride the horses bareback and calm them down. It's a shame that Wendell chased after the horses with Nova, because as they head out, Captain Marvel arrives and an epic encounter of cosmic proportions could have taken place if the present protector of the universe, Mar-Vell, had met the future protector of the universe, Wendell Vaughn. But alas, the opportunity was missed. Soon the hero's horse ride gets disturbed when Falcon and Nighthawk fly overhead, spooking the steeds. The royally angry mounted Defenders decide to give chase back towards the house. Their charge back into the crowd stops a fight from breaking out between Captain Ultra and Jack of Hearts. Beginning in issue 63, the Defenders are told their open roll call has led to a large number of villains also claiming to be Defenders, and that they are now wreaking havoc in Manhattan. Now that they have something to focus on, the Defenders and Neo-Defenders split into 3 groups to canvass Manhattan for crime. Marvel Man is put under the leadership of Nighthawk, along with Nova, Tagic, Polaris, and Hellstrom. In what I considered poor taste, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Paladin all decide to leave instead of helping out with the situation in Manhattan. Nighthawk proves to be an impatient and incompetent leader. I haven't read any of the other Defenders outside of this one storyline, so I don't know if Nighthawk is always like this, or if this is something that's just being played up for the sake of the Defenders for a Day storyline. Nighthawk takes to the skies, expecting everybody to follow, but without taking into consideration that one of his teammates can't fly. Nova and Wendell share the responsibility of giving Tagic a lift, and the team forces Nighthawk to slow down and show some respect for his companions. One point of note here, Marvel Man could have carried Tagic by putting him inside of a bubble or on a platform. This could be a minor error on the part of David Kraft, but I prefer to see this as yet another example of how Wendell Vaughn learns to do more with his quantum bands over time. Almost immediately they run across their first crime. A man says his car was stolen by somebody huge and powerful calling themselves a Defender. Nova, Hellstrom, and Marvel Man quickly apprehend the car and return it as a team. Nighthawk pulls out the villain to find it's nothing more than a punk kid. The kid turns out to be the son of the man who called for help, a man who is now more concerned with the scuffs put into his car than showing gratitude for the assistance given by the heroes. We catch up with Nighthawk and crew again in the Defenders issue number 64, where our superheroes run across a purse thief attacking a middle-aged woman. The heroes swoop in from every direction and discover it's the same punk kid that they apprehended earlier in the day, and this time it turns out he was attacking his mother. The Neo-Defenders all complain to Nighthawk that they think they should be doing more than running around stopping children. In return, Nighthawk calls them all a bunch of crybabies, and that if they don't like him calling the shots, then they can lump it. Whatever that means. This is the last straw for Nighthawk's group of Neo-Defenders, as everybody leaves Nighthawk behind, leaving in unison and shouting, "We quit!" This is where Marvel Man steps out of the storyline, and so do I. I might come back and visit these issues of the Defenders and do a full review at some point, but for the time being, we've hardly cracked the surface of things cosmic. Be sure to join for the next part of Wendell Vaughn's journey as we pick up with the Super Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in Captain America number 228. Thanks. I'm out.